Coogan Cassius, I want you to come to my gym any day this week, point the camera, shoot it, and ask me anything you want. Like I says, Billy's body language and our communication already made my mind up. Like I says, Billy's body language and our communication already made my mind up.
What's good, family? Smash the like button and subscribe. So as you man saw at the start of the video and by the title, Mark Tibbs, Mark Original Gangster Tibbs, has aired out IFL TV and Daniel El Trapperhan Kinahan and his cabal, the Hearn Kinahan cabal, otherwise known as MTK Global Syndicate. Now, like I said, you man may be wondering, how has he aired out IFL? How has he aired out Coogan Shilligan Cassius? How has he aired him out? Well, what we know is, 48 hours ago, Mark Tibbs came out. He was just about leaving town with his missus and his children, and he said, "Listen, Coogan, I want you badly." He stuck it all over Coogan, stuck it right at him. He said, "Coogan, I'm sick of you taking my interviews down. I'm sick of you acting goofy. Come interview me properly this time. No deleting, no whatever else." What do we know? What happened since? Has anyone heard from Coogan? I brought that video to you, man, exclusively, and told you, man, at the time. Yes, Mark Tibbs has just aired out MTK and aired out Coogan, but you best believe Coogan ain't going nowhere. And what do we know? Did Coogan go? And it's the thing. Let's not forget this. Coogan is like a fly round poop. But anyhow, seriously. Coogan and exclusives. Coogan's rock hard for exclusives. He loves them. All of a sudden, Mark's granting him an exclusive. And never mind turn up and go. He can't even respond. Exactly what I said would happen. What? Wait a minute. We know for a fact Coogan loves exclusive. We know he loves content. Mark invites him round, begs for him to come round for the expose. All of a sudden, Coogan's missing. You what? Coogan's missing? Mr. Social Media? Mr. Views? Mr. Videos? For the first time in his life, not getting back to Mark Tibbs. For his first time in his life, disappeared. Hashtag, where's Coogan Cassius? That's what we need to know. Where is he? Don't no one know. No one knows where Coogan is right now. So you man can fill in the gaps. Why he didn't turn up to and do the Mark Tibbs interview. And I told you, man, the other day also, that did you not find it odd that, number one, that the Mark Tibbs interview disappeared? Number two, the fact that Mark Tibbs had to put out a video on his own Twitter, and then IFL TV, behind the gloves, no one covered it. No one reposted it. Normally, if anyone who's a hot topic posts a free Instagram video or Twitter video, it goes straight onto IFL TV. Happens every time. Wilder, Fury Ager, anyone posts anything, goes straight up. Free content. Mark Tibbs does it in a very controversial and hot topic time. All of a sudden, Coogan, everyone else sleeping at the wheel. Mark Tibbs thought to himself, wait a minute. I just posted this video. Since Coogan Cassius deleted my initial post for interview, I'll post my own. And guess what? They didn't repost it. But better yet, Mark Tibbs still thought, okay, yeah, you can delete my video. I can post mine and you can ignore it. How about I actually call you out? And that's what happened next. They deleted it, deleted his. He then posted his own. They ignored it all. Mark Tibbs thought, you know what, fair enough. I'll stick it straight on you so there's no confusion. Yeah, there's no indirects. There was nothing indirect about what Mark Tibbs said. Mark Tibbs said, Coogan, come down, me and you. Stuck it right on him. You can't miss. There's no, reading between the lines here. Coogan can't say, well, I wasn't sure about, I thought you was busy, or I thought you was heading out of town. There's nothing I'm saying. But Coogan's missing. Didn't turn up. I wonder why that was. In fact, let me fill it in for you. I'll tell you why that was. Coogan and the rest of them, man, the rest of the cartel runarounds, have been told, they've been touched, that's for sure. You best believe they've been touched. Coogan, you got a brand new daughter, that's what we do know. Yeah? Facts. That's the first thing that was said. Second thing that was said, Mark Tibbs, I think we're going to start giving him a rest on your channel from now on. Coogan was told, Mark Tibbs, we're going to give him a little bit of a rest on your channel right now. And that's why you ain't seen him. Despite the direct call out, you ain't seen Coogan going nowhere near Mark. Oh, well, YB, YB, you got people telling me, oh, YB, this isn't JFK, isn't it? How is it not JFK? Mr. Views, Mr. Videos, can't do a video all of a sudden. Like, what planet's that on? Mr. Videos can't do a video. Now, you may be wondering, YB, what are you talking about? We just heard the video. No, this one was done by Boxing Social. Now, Boxing Social did the video you heard today with Mark Tibbs. And that's why this, for me, is fully airing out all them different shillers. Because why is it the case that he has to come out on a different platform, on a smaller platform, on a Boxing Social, they're independently funded. They're not, I don't believe they're in the pocket of MTK. Yeah? Mark Tibbs had to go to one of them non-affiliated dons to get his word out there. Because all of a sudden everyone else has closed ranks on him. So this video I'm hearing is basically a finger up saying, listen, you man can shut me off on IFL TV and wherever else. I'll go to the other dons. And yeah, it's not as big, but either way, they've always got out there. Now, people are saying things like, YB, you're wrong, and Mark Tibbs admitted that Mark Tibbs admitted he took the videos down. Come on, guys. What, you think Mark Tibbs ain't got kids too? I don't get that. Do you man understand that? Oh, well, YB, look, he's been told. Yeah? Mark, you know what I'm saying? Mark, you've got a lovely son. That's what I got to say. Mark, you've got a lovely son. That's it. Yeah? No, you don't have to. That's what needs to be said. People think it's not like the movies. They don't have to go on. You don't have to draw graphic pictures. All they have to say is, Mark, you've got a lovely son. Yeah? Simple as that. It's done. And at that point, Mark knows, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's alleged, I did it, yeah. I did that, I pulled that, I did this. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it's as simple as that. No doubt. Well, on this one, you have to read between the lines a little bit. End of the day, actions, like I've always said, actions speak louder than words. Tibbsy came out, and it's straight on the platform, straight on Boxing Social. Coogan missing. Don't no one know where Coogan is. Coogan laying low right now. For the first time in his life, he ain't trying to be all in the video, is he, Coogan? Normally, yeah, you can't get rid of Coogan. All of a sudden, he ain't turning up when he's invited. Isn't that amazing? Imagine, yeah, any other fight, the head trainer invites him over and he ain't there, and someone else has to take the exclusive. In what planet does that happen? It don't. How about that? Yeah. So anyway, bottom line is, like you saw, Mark Tibbs is stuck, and it's the thing. All that week that Billy Ho was hanging out with all of his goofy friends, you didn't really see Mark Tibbs there. He ain't trying to be all involved in all that stuff. And in this interview, very manly like, he says, Billy, at the end of the fight, Mark Tibbs said to Billy, go and shake Alvarez's hand as a man, to show that, and otherwise you'll regret it. That's what something along the lines of that is what Mark Tibbs said to Billy. It shows you the substance of the man. All this shouting about your heart and being disrespectful about people's breath and whatnot, that's all well and good. Mark ain't really about that, and that's why he weren't hanging around with the MTK shillers. He weren't trying to be all in with them lot. He weren't wearing the MTK shirt and all that business. You can go back and watch it yourself. He weren't trying to be all in that set. Yeah? That's the character of Mark. So all this stuff going on, end of the day, Mark's come out now. Yeah, Coogan, yeah, MTK can try and close ranks, but he's come out. Yeah? Put the video straight out there. And even then, you got people like Ben, what's his name? Ben Shilvidson. Shilvidson got mugged off. Shilvidson tried to mug Mark off. Oh, yeah. He kept saying in Ben's interview when they wheeled him out. Oh, yeah, you know, Mark Tibbs kept asking for my advice, and Mark Tibbs knows how valuable I am. That's why he was asking my opinion and giving it all that he was. Mark Tibbs told him, Ben, you were... Again, you have to read between the lines here a little bit, but Mark Tibbs was punking Ben off. Punking him. Saying, Ben, you're a young trainer. You're an up-and-comer. You were stepping on my toes. Breathing in Billy... breathing in Billy's ear. That's what he said. Mark said he was talking his ear off in the corner. Mark said, listen, I only had a minute with Billy. Mark said, listen, I only had a minute with Billy, and Ben was in there. I can't do it. Ben was in there for 30 seconds, 35, 40 seconds, talking his ear off. When I only had a minute. Like, who does that? And I told you, man, the other day that this is the kind of people you're working with. Ben was brought in as a safety measure. Yeah? Ben was the, what do they call it? Ben was the big red button. If it goes to crap, I'm not being funny here, but if I'm at SHIT house, yeah? If I'm a big raging SHIT house, the last thing I want is Mark Tibbs as my head trainer. Because I know he ain't going to want to drag me out. Yeah? So therefore, MTK, they brought in Ben. That's what you thought Ben was flown in just for the laughs of it. No, Ben was brought in as the insurance policy. As the anti-meme insurance policy. We bring Ben in because Mark would have allowed for Billy to go out meme style for sure. Billy, like look at the character of Mark. Mark is a man, yeah? If you talk a whole gang of game, you best go in there and back it up. Otherwise, you go out spark out. And I'm not being funny here, but it's not like, YB, you're out of order here, and Billy this, Billy that. Billy has said as much himself. Now, Mark is a man of his word. Now, if Mark's been sitting there, he's been hearing all this disrespect and all this, how much of a heart you've got, you best believe, you know what I'm saying, you best back some of it up. Billy knew at that point, oops, Mark's too real for this. Mark ain't gonna just fold. I need to have someone in the corner who can get me out when I'm in a tight squeeze. And that's what Ben was there for. And lo and behold, did he do that? Yes, he did. Look what happened. Look at Billy's statement. Billy said, "Oh yeah, Ben begged the corner to stop it for me. Ben got the corner to pull it for me." 100% correct. Because Mark said, "Listen, one more round, Billy. Billy, you did all that talking. One more round." Billy, and that's when Ben got in the ear and said, "Look, I'm gonna make sure he pulls it." Because Ben was gonna pull it anyway at that point. Because Ben, like I said, Ben was there. You thought Ben was there just for the sake of it? No, Ben was brought in for a particular reason. No matter what happens, do not let him get knocked spark out. If you see Billy on the corner, throw the towel in. And then we can say, to be honest with you, the plan was, it actually ended not as planned. The plan was to throw the towel in with Billy on the ropes. But Alvarez wasn't obliging. The plan was to throw the towel in with Billy on the ropes, at which point Billy would have kicked off. You know what I'm saying? One of them ones. I was just about to start winning. That's what the plan was. But unfortunately, Billy's eye got bust, and then he jacked, kind of thing. One of them ones. The real plan was to save Billy mid flow, and then they can have a big excuse. You know what I'm saying? He was just about to win. Because for all the people out there who say, why be a lion? What do we know? They tried as much anyway. You got Ben saying, we want the rematch, and we was making him look silly at times, and so don't try and tell me that's not what the plan was. Ben was there to make sure Billy didn't go out on his back, essentially. So they've got a built-in excuse. Ben pulled it. The trainer pulled it, and Billy was begging for more. These aren't my words. This is out of the horse's mouth. Billy was begging for more, and he wants the rematch. He deserves a rematch. That's what the party line is. So don't tell me it's not about Ben being flown. Ben was flown in. It's a damage limitation, Don. Make sure the worst case scenario don't happen. Make sure we can always talk about a rematch. Make sure we can always gas the place up about, you know what I'm saying? About what could have happened, what could have, should have, would have. Because listen, what we know is, Amir Khan, unfortunately, Amir Khan ain't talking about what could have happened, is he? No, because he went spark out. Fair play to him. A true fighter. Billy, we can hear about the rematch and how he was making people look silly, and even Billy himself, his own statement, I wasn't out of my depth. You can say that, Billy, you can say that now, because Ben came in and stepped in for you. If Mark had his way, you'd have been in there for that last round, and then guess what? There wouldn't have been, I wasn't out of my depth, would there? Wouldn't have been none of that talk. There wouldn't have been no talk of, I want a rematch, it was close and I was the best one yet. Eddie Hearn was saying, Many people don't come to win, but Billy proved tonight he come to win. What? But you can only say that. Listen, what we know is, yeah, there ain't no one saying, oh yeah, Amir Khan came to win, and there ain't no one saying that, oh, Amir Khan, he can come again, and Amir Khan, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no one saying that, because he got knocked out. He dared to get knocked out. Billy, they saved him, and now, oh, well, next time, and he was making him look silly. Just silliness, madness. But, again, that's what Ben was there for. No doubt. People are saying things like, oh, it doesn't make any sense why Ben was flown in on 24 hours notice, and it does. Yeah? When you're speaking to the insiders, you know how it makes perfect sense. He was there as the big red button. No matter what happens, make sure he doesn't end up on the meme reel. And better yet, the thing is, even if he had ended up on the meme reel, guess what? Eddie Hearn's there, behind closed doors, to edit all the footage out. Because that's the thing, we don't even get to, he didn't even end up on a meme roll, but the embarrassing thing that did happen, Eddie's already cut it. Eddie's already got to the zone. The zone cut this footage out. We don't like that. I brought you, man, the exclusive from the video production team. Got a tap on the shoulder and give it the snip. The video production team got given a snip, no doubt. Snip it all out. And that's why when in their documentaries it's all jumping around the place, makes no sense. Anyway, end of the day, man. Bottom line is, Mark Tibbs airing out IFL TV, airing out Coogan, airing out MTK, and putting the full truth onto Boxing Social. This right here was a FU. Yeah, you can censor me off IFL TV and all of your big platforms. But Boxing Social, the up and comer, I'll go there, no problem. Yeah. Now, like I said before, Mark Tibbs is walking a tightrope here. So, but listen, it's better to go out as a man. What's that saying? I think it's a saying like, it's better to live a day as a man than a lifetime as a sheep. Ben, sheep. Shilligan and Cassius, sheep.